Welcome back to the Vocal Lube Podcast. This is episode 37, presented by Jetstream Studios. We are here in Studio 2.
Studio 2, live on the mics.
We are at the end of March. I had to think about it for a second. I was about to say April, but we are 3 months and into the year.
Yeah, buddy.
So
Feels good.
Yes, sir.
Starting to warm up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It is starting
to pull open.
It's good to see when you look at the weather that most days are above 55 degrees.
Yeah.
It kind of just helps my soul.
I feel like here in Maryland, though, we get, it's freezing. And then it goes, like, you get like a week or two.
We could find a cold spell in here, I'm sure, but I'm hoping we don't.
I think we're going to be hitting another 40-degree day one last time coming up this week.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's one last time, but I'm sure we'll have a couple sporadically in there. But I think as long as, like, the vast majority of the week is over 50 degrees, I'm pretty happy.
Well, the dude told me that not that we'd go swimming in 40-degree weather, but the heater will not start unless it's above a certain temperature, so.
Or below?
No, it won't start unless it's above a certain temperature.
It probably takes so much power that it just doesn't do
if there was a propane one, it wouldn't matter because of how hot it would be going. But it would need so much energy to keep up that temperature if it was still that cold that it has a feature where it won't even turn on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it would probably just blow the breaker if it tried to go. It would need so much juice.
Like the heater needs to be above.
Yeah, the heater.
Like the water needs to because it won't heat efficiently.
Yeah.
So if there's like a range in which it will heat, like if it's too warm, then it won't heat.
It needs to be above 48 degrees.
Okay.
Specifically.
And that's the water. So, I mean, it as long as it stays pretty warm, I don't think the water's going to drop that quickly.
No.
But you never know.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty cool, though.
As long as it doesn't freeze, you're good.
Yeah, and if it freezes again, that'd be fucking crazy.
Yeah, we're looking at a Friday opening, Saturday opening.
Yes, sir.
Well, I think you should say the pool is open. You're looking at a first swim Friday, Saturday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that's... In my brain, it's like if it's open, you can use it, but it is opened. They physically opened the lid.
Yeah. Added chemicals.
Started the treatments. So we're on our way to getting the pool going, in which we're going to go take some swims.
Yes,
we're gonna have a podcast in the pool.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have a little table in there.
Yeah, all the equipment will be exposed to water.
It would have been great if there was a hot tub over there.
It would be cool.
Yeah.
I do love a pool that has like a hot tub that's like connected to it where it overflows into it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I can't imagine it's super efficient, but it is a nice feature.
Well, we can talk to the homeowner about that addition. Yeah. Maybe around the same time that they add in the salt water.
Yeah.
Definitely need some lights.
Definitely need light. For sure.
I bet that piece of shit's not going to do anything, honestly.
You just need string lights.
Bro, have you guys ever seen it when they paint the pool deck, or not the deck, the pool red?
Yeah.
Or like black, and like you fill it up with water and it just looks super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
People use like tile and stuff like that too for their pools, which is fucking crazy.
Well, I think if you do it like that, then you have to run salt water. Or there's some type of liner maybe you have to use if it's like, there's like this soft, like squishy liner. It's like, it almost, I don't know what material it is. My aunt and uncle used to have it when they were on Long Island. And that was like a saltwater only kind of feature, I think. I could be wrong, but I was a kid when they explained that.
I mean, one of my friend's pools, guy who lives down the road, his pool's like a darker kind of finish. It's not, I wouldn't say it's black by any means, but it's darker and it's got like sparkle in it. So like cool. When it's bright out, like it just looks like super fancy.
Okay.
I mean, like really nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think, like the standard pool of like that like dark concrete or gray concrete,
Mm-hmm.
looks fine. But if you do get that like next level up of like finish, it does make the pool look a lot nicer, or it can make it look pretty shitty. If you go with a light color, I don't like that. Like, you got to go with kind of like a darker tint. But I don't know. I've never seen a black pool.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. I mean, I see
are.
them on Instagram, so maybe they're edited. The pictures are edited, but
they could be.
From what I've seen, it looks pretty neat. I like the ones that are like red or like dark blue.
Yeah, like a dark blue is nice, I think.
I think that's fresh.
No, but
I've never
gray
seen
ones,
a red.
The gray ones are fucking disgusting, honestly. Just fucking concrete. Just the gray concrete. Fucking garbage. Whoever has a pool like that, throw it out.
I stood on the diving board.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah, I did too. I just don't know how successful.
You give like a real big jump onto that,
it
could pop.
That's what I'm saying is like, do you think?
I think we need to loosen it.
No, I think that's only going to make it worse.
Do you feel like you think it's too bouncy? Or I think it's too stiff.
Oh, no, I just don't know how it's connecting to the ground, and I don't want to find out.
I think if you jump to then land on the edge, I think it's plenty bouncy. Your pool also is not fair. Like, it's not large enough to accept a massive jump.
No, yeah. That's
like,
fair.
when you get to the point where you can jump and hit a wall, you don't want to go too much past that, because you could definitely jump right now and hit a wall.
You mean like front, like side to side?
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to jump and hit the far side of the pool, but like, every once in a while you come off a little sideways, so like you don't want to.
I hear you.
You just got to be safe.
I would love, my dream pool would have a springboard.
Those are cool.
Like, that would be sick, but your pool would have to be huge.
Yes.
Like, it'd have to be wide enough to where, again, you're not going to accidentally jump off and fucking land on the concrete.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we buy that 30 million acres and fucking
19,000.
Yeah.
And
you have 19,000 acres to put a 19,000 acre pool with one springboard.
It's got 21 miles of coastline to the river. Or
river frontage.
Yeah, you can just put a fucking springboard on the riverbank.
I don't know how deep maybe there's certain areas where the water gets deep, but
you're gonna excavate it. There we go, and just make it deeper.
Probably be illegal, but yeah, sure.
I feel like people don't really understand what we're talking about right now. So, care to explain?
Yeah, I mean, we just got on the hunt for pieces of property that are for sale right now in the United States that we can't afford.
Yes.
It started off with finding cheap land we could absolutely afford.
Yes.
But you got to remember, when you find cheap land that you can absolutely afford, like, and just do it on a whim, it's in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, that led us to look at more expensive land that's in the most pristine places. And we found a property in Idaho that was 19,000 plus acres. It was just under 20,000 acres. It's for sale for $33 million.
Let's clear this up. It's 19,000 acres plus another 11,000 acres of BLM land.
And a significant portion of that BLM land is landlocked, in the sense that you'd have to go through this ranch to get to the BLM land. So it's not technically your land, but it's hard for anyone outside who's in the general public to get to the BLM land legally.
And I believe it's still your responsibility to... It's
not the Bureau of Land Management whose responsibility. You can utilize the land as long as you're taking care of it, but it's not your responsibility to take care of it. But yes, given that it's landlocked, which is a big point of contention for a lot of Western states, of having vast amounts of BLM land landlocked, to where, us people in the general public, U.S. taxpayers, can't actually access public land. That's a big debate. Some people go to the extent of flying in with like a helicopter, and that really pisses off ranch managers. That's when you get to hunting issues where they just won't leave you alone, or cause a lot of issues. I've heard of stories. I've never personally done it. Never been in an area. Well, I guess I've been in areas where I'm sure there was landlocked BLM in Colorado, but I've never, gone out into it.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, if you guys want to see us try to find a piece of land that we buy, let us know, and we'll go and buy
Yeah, we're looking in like the $10,000 range for 20 plus acres.
Yeah,
preferably like 40-ish.
Once again, it's going to be a fucking radioactive marsh that you can't possibly.
It's just no, it's not like that. It's just in the middle of nowhere, and there's nothing.
Middle of nowhere.
I just can't believe.
That's why the value is. I get the dollar value is low.
I mean, I guess. I mean,
it's not because it's like bad land. It's just like nothing's
it's
there.
Hard to access because it's in the middle of nowhere.
Like no road might not get there. Like you might be miles away from the closest road.
The places we were looking at had roads.
There were some of them that did not.
Some of them, yeah, I'm sure, which then begs the question of how could you get there? But the ones we were looking at, I think, had roads to them. It's just that there's no power, there's no water.
Yeah.
You're in the middle of nowhere. So one of the places was Nevada that we were looking at. That was, I want to say it was kind of northeast from St. George was the area.
That was the place in the basin?
That was the basin spot, yep. And then there was a spot in Texas.
Yep. I remember that.
Yeah. Very interesting. It's fun to go down those rabbit holes and looking into it and being like, wow, like, should I just buy this right now?
I mean, fuck me. I mean, it's intriguing, honestly, going through government deals just in general to find stuff that's like
there. So we were looking at them on government deals, like govdeals.com, but they are for sale in other places. Like the one lot we were looking at, you could buy off land.com.
Oh, okay. What, land.com exists?
Yeah. No, go on land.com and that's where you're going to find, I mean, like that's where, if you're looking for large portions of land, like that's the place to go look.
That's fucking hilarious.
Maybe not buy directly from the website. I mean, they're going to put you in touch with the realtor or whoever's
the person selling it. Yeah.
Yeah. But there was the guy who was selling, the group that was selling the 19,000 acres in Idaho.
Yeah.
Also, I went on their website. Very interesting group. It seems like they specialize in just very large plots of land, very high end.
Okay.
But they had 10,000 acres for sale in the Bahamas.
Okay.
That looked, I mean, like if you had the money, it would be so cool.
How much was it?
I want to say it was like $20 million.
Once again, taking loan out. I'm sure we got good credit.
Yeah, until they look at the money that comes in, it doesn't matter what credit score you have.
They're like, yeah, you could have over 800.
You could have,
like, but you're not making millions.
You could have perfect 850.
Look,
or
they're missing out on a sale, is all I'm saying.
It's like one of those videos where it's like, but I'm locking in, and they're like, holy shit, get him the loan right now.
Look, sir, I'm going to take all the money I have and put it on black.
I just see stuff like this, and I'm like very surprised. You know, there's 2,000 billionaires now or something like that. Maybe it's more than that.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised that they don't just, and it sucks, and I don't want them to do this, but like, I'm just surprised that they don't look at this and they're like, I'm just going to buy all that up.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they're very conscious people of how they spend their money, but like, if you're going to go buy a $200 million mega yacht, like I'd rather spend
$200 million,
$20 million on 10,000 acres in the Bahamas.
That's fair.
So that being said, not a private island. You could just go and buy a private island. That's probably more up their alley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what happens though when you become rich enough to buy an island, right?
You start bringing in the children.
We don't want that.
That's why you don't buy the island.
Why would you rent the island?
That's why you lease.
Oh, you lease the island. Oh, yep. God. What happened? You got to make sure you got to vet those guys.
In the lease, it's like I remove myself from whatever.
It is
any legal
crazy to think about how many people own islands, though.
Yeah.
Like if you go down that rabbit hole and you start looking up like islands in the Caribbean, I'm sure there's a ton of islands in the South Pacific that just people own.
Mm-hmm.
But what constitutes an island? Can I get like a 20 foot?
So
by 20
an
foot?
island is land completely surrounded by water.
No, I know, but like you're telling me if
let's get this straight because that's not exactly what it is. The Florida Keys are not islands.
Well,
those are keys.
Okay.
A key is what you just said, but it has no fresh water source. An island has to have a source of fresh water.
Whoa.
So you're telling me
that's an addition I didn't know about.
That's the difference between a key and an island.
Key and an island.
I'm going to sound like a fucking idiot. Hold on a second.
So then the Keys
get all their water from Miami.
So the Keys was an archipelago? Like a series of islands? Is that what that is?
I think it's an archipelago.
it may be classified as an archipelago, but
we're gonna consult the Google.
But yeah, if you
consult the Google.
So if you go to the Keys, the bridges that you take to get from key to key have massive water pipes like attached to them. So like in Key West, all their water is coming from South Florida.
Huh.
Yes, the Florida Keys are a chain of about 1,700 islands.
Look up the difference between a key and an island.
What's the minimum size for an island, I guess is my question, or that I was trying to ask
I'm
earlier.
sure there is probably...
Can I get like a 100 square foot island?
No, that doesn't make sense because I hadn't typed anything in yet.
Well, it knew. Okay, so I guess technically they're an island, but not all islands are keys.
Gotcha. Okay, so a key is like a type of island?
Islands are broadly defined as any land surrounded by water, which can be formed by volcanic activity, continental drift, erosion, blah, blah, blah. It says a key is a specific type of small, low elevation island formed atop of coral reef or sandbar. Huh. This is not the definition that I was told.
This is also Google AI. I could be wrong. Now, I got a feeling that National Geographic.
Yeah. We always go with the AI answer. We can't be going with the AI answer.
A key is a small, low-lying coral island.
Okay.
Gotcha.
All right.
Okay.
Let's scroll down and see if there's more info.
There is more info.
Huh. Yeah, this is not the definition that I learned, but you know what?
Every day is a good day to learn something new.
Yeah.
Maybe you have to go talk to the person that lives in Florida.
This is cool, though. I didn't realize that a key was a type of island. I figured they just named it the Florida Keys. Just because why the fuck not? I didn't realize that it was like an actual classification of an island.
Yeah, they have deer down there, which is very interesting.
That's really weird. I wouldn't have expected that.
Yeah, isn't it like really cool looking deer too?
I've never seen one.
You got pigs?
And I've been there numerous times.
Florida Keys.
It's actually funny that we're talking about pigs because apparently pigs can breathe out of their buttholes. I was scrolling through Instagram the other day and this girl was talking about how her pig submerges his head underwater for really long periods of time and she was concerned, like, how is it not drowning? And it turns out because, like, in certain circumstances, pigs can
Now, is that
breathe.
fact?
We're going to find this out.
Oh,
right
okay,
now.
you got a video of...
It's called fact... We're fact-checking ourselves right now.
Okay.
Where can...
They end up updating his butthole knowledge.
Yes. I mean, when you're
It's right there. It's right there.
When you're a connoisseur...
I've discovered that pigs, along with mice and rats, can absorb oxygen through their rectum, a process sometimes called butt breathing.
Yes.
Dude, butt
or
breathing.
Enteral ventilation. Is that what the word is?
Yeah.
I can't see it.
When suffering from severe respiratory failure, pumping oxygen or oxygenated liquid into the intestines allowed them to survive by delivering oxygen to their bloodstream.
So it's possible that that's not what was going on with her pig.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Because that seems like an extreme circumstance. But I think that she was like wondering.
All right,
it's possible the pig just had good breath hold.
So you know they like they take they're trying to like take gene types or certain traits from animals and then put them into humans. Like, you know, like lizards can
That's
lose
exactly
can
what the
lose
fuck I
like
was
a
thinking
leg and then or like their tail and it grows back. So we need that one. We also need to be able to breathe out of our ass.
I mean, how often are you face down, ass up in the body of water?
Well, you got to think about it. Even as a human species,
it's not even just that though. Look, it says when suffering from severe respiratory failure.
So yeah, I guess you could.
That's
you could
a pretty
be choking.
good trait.
You could be choking. You could be doing. You could be in a fire.
Well, here's the thing.
Sitting on the ground, you're breathing smoke in through your face, but your butthole's getting clean oxygen.
Mm-hmm. Or if your lungs collapsed or something.
Wow. So here's the thing, right? As a human species, right?
We should evolve to use our penis as a snorkel.
You would assume that there would be another hole.
The problem is you'd have to be dick up.
Yeah, I mean you're floating on your back.
There'd also be some people who could get a lot deeper.
Hey, I mean that's just the way it goes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What were you saying, Bill?
I was saying that as a human species, you'd think that we failed to evolve.
No, all we have is
we have one hole.
Is better.
Two. No, I mean,
we're just
technically
smarter.
one.
That's our one thing, and we have opposable thumbs.
We technically only have one. I mean, we have like the mouth and the nose, but those are connected. So once that's cut off, you're fucked.
Yeah, but I mean, if someone seals your mouth shut, you can breathe through your nose and vice versa.
Yeah, but if someone chokes you, we have no other way.
Well, yeah, I mean
that would be crazy if like next UFC fighter got the enhancement and they're getting choked out and they're like, I'm good.
Yeah, the ref's like, dude, you've been like choked out for the last 5 minutes straight. You're like, my butthole is fine. You don't see him plugging that.
You just hear like a
that's when you start getting some crazy holds.
Yeah, some crazy moves where it's like, all right, he's got
you gotta like jam it in the. You gotta jam it in the butt real fast.
No.
Like,
how are you doing that while having them choked out?
You hold them backwards.
You'd have to bring your foot up.
Yeah.
You have to bring your foot up and just toast.
You gotta collapse them in. You gotta collapse them in like a table.
Damn, dude.
Right, finger in butt, and then choke them out.
Both hands on throat. Big toe just in the ass.
Wow.
That's intense.
Imagine seeing that for the first time ever at a UFC fight. Like he's got him in a somehow you're choking him like this, which would be ridiculous because you just be getting punched in the face. But then all of a sudden he takes that foot back and just goes Foom. You'd have to think they'd have to open a hole up in the pants. They'd have to provide.
They would have to provide
assless
access
chaps.
to the butthole.
Assless chaps.
They'd have to provide access to the ass.
Like assless spandex. Is that what I'm hearing?
I mean, if we get that far,
or it's like every time you have to walk in the ring butt plugged.
Yeah, or that. Yeah.
Oh, what? Like it's a mouth guard. It's the equivalent to a mouth guard.
You know how like they Vaseline your head, your like your face and shit. They just Vaseline your butthole shut.
Okay,
but it's just like epoxy.
You have to super glue the ass.
Yeah. No. JB Weld that.
Dude, imagine being like the doctor who has to take butthole molds of every athlete.
Mm-hmm.
Like
what? Get like specifically designed butt plugs.
Well, yeah. Not every hole's the same.
Yeah, I know.
How gladiating has changed the world.
Yeah, it's crazy. We went from fighting lions to plugging buttholes.
Well, now we know pigs can breathe through their butts. That is a fact. That is checked. That's huge. That's huge news in the pig world.
You know it's huge news?
Do you think they know that? Or do you think it just happens and they're like, whoa, that was crazy?
Well, when they go into respiratory failure, their body kicks in the gear.
And they're breathing out the butthole?
You would only think that they experience that a handful of times, right? Like, how do you know that your body could do something until you're starting to drown face down, but your ass is out of the water and you can just somehow do it?
I mean, we need to get rid of that pig that's adapted to like use that as a snorkel.
Yeah. That's a danger.
We just need this.
You're like, why am I looking like a pig's ass? Or
stem cell research.
Stem cell research, I don't think is going to result in figuring out which pig it is that's breathing out of his butthole. But I mean,
no. We combine that with what Max was saying. Human cells.
Yeah, I mean, stem cells and genetic mutation are a little bit different. But.
I think so. Yeah.
No. We're gonna make it work.
But either way, back to the keys thing, because this is something that I don't know. Like, you guys know that there's crocodiles in Florida?
Fucking what? Yeah. What's up?
I've seen a video of these guys in the Florida Bay, kind of like where the keys come down and like in between mainland.
They're not gators?
There's crocs and gators.
And gators, okay.
So alligators are freshwater. Crocs will go in saltwater. I've seen in the Florida Bay, these guys were on their boat. I mean, crystal clear water, and like a 12-foot croc just swims under them. I mean, that would be the most terrifying shit I've ever seen in my life.
You gotta jump in, man. Spear to death.
Fuck that.
You guys see the yoink guy?
Supposedly, crocodiles are very fragile compared to alligators. Like
you would think that after years of not evolving, that they would just come to the conclusion that they're.
I know one has a pointier head and one has a rounder, like square head.
And the crocodiles here in the U.S. are not the same crocodiles that you see like in like Africa.
Yeah,
they're not nearly the size.
The Nile crocodile.
Yeah, you see that like yoink guy.
Yeah, the guy goes out in the Everglades fishing. And he just like. Yeah. He's like, just look at all of the swamp puppies.
Yeah, trying to find that 20-foot anaconda.
Yeah. I've seen some really cool videos of people swimming with anacondas, like in South America, in the Amazon.
Yeah.
It actually, I mean, like, supposedly from what they're saying, and I think this was a Nat Geo documentary, or I think it's called Into the Light. It's about like photographers and filmmakers. And one of the episodes was on these guys who went to the Amazon to go find the green anaconda, because the green anaconda is the big one. There's different anacondas. The green anaconda is like the really big one. And they were like, yeah, like there's really no one's really ever proved that a green anaconda's eaten someone. They're pretty, like they stick to themselves, but they found, like, they're like, it's really hard to find them. And then they found one and the guy's swimming with it in like this super clear spring water. And they are so fucking big. Like, they're so long, but they swim so gracefully. It's crazy.
Well, I mean, they only get to that size because, I mean, like once you get to a certain size, obviously you can't find food or it escapes you, and so you die of starvation.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're eating like livestock and shit.
Oh, 100%. But yeah, no, that's crazy. And I've always thought to myself, like, let's say you do, because I do see the videos of that guy who, like, he'll catch like a 16-foot anaconda, and you got to think to yourself,
are you thinking of pythons?
Maybe.
I think you're thinking of pythons.
Well, I mean, he specifically wants to catch a 20-foot anaconda, maybe just a 20-foot snake in general.
I didn't know that there were anacondas in South Florida.
Oh, fuck if I know.
There could be.
No, he goes to different places that's not specifically Florida, so that's why I'm assuming that it's mostly just a 20-foot snake. But you got to think about how fucking strong those things are. Like, could you manhandle your way out of the grasp of a 16-foot snake?
I mean, the thing is that like watching the videos of those guys, like, the lack of care, like they just jump out of the boat.
Yeah,
into, like,
that's the craziest shit.
Murky water or like just brush.
That thing's adrenaline is probably fucking spiking, and it's immediately flying into flight mode.
I don't know. You see them just like grab them by the head, and then they kind of just like
they wrap their bodies around like their hands and legs and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. People do it all the time, so I can't imagine it's like. I mean, I'm not saying that you should go and try it, but it clearly you can do it.
Like, it seems like ultimately, I know it sounds bad, but like if you were to go face to face with a 20-foot anaconda, it seemed like it'd be rather easy. Taking a giant fucking rock and hitting a 20-foot anaconda.
Dude. That's
like, are we fist fighting this anaconda?
I don't think I'd try to kill the anaconda if I found it. I think I'd just like try to watch it.
Oh no,
and
I'm saying
I'd
like
just,
if you had to, you know what I mean?
No,
I mean, you'd have to get to the head.
I personally don't think you're beating that.
I think it also depends on like,
I mean,
are you in the water?
Snake is not a fucking small thing.
No, I'm hip.
But are you in the water?
No,
we're not even 6 foot.
No, I know.
That thing's got us by.
Damn, don't do us dirty like that.
I mean, I feel like it's pretty average to not be 6 foot, but I'm not ashamed of it.
Our listeners didn't know how tall we were.
Yeah.
They don't know now. We could be 3-4 feet.
As far as you know, Dan's mom could have thought he was 6'3".
Look,
I highly doubt that one.
The people who do listen, I think, know us. So I think we're safe.
I'd like to think we've hit a bigger audience.
Yeah, we might have, dude. Maybe.
Yeah, with the short people.
What do you guys do this weekend?
Open the pool. No, I'm joking. I just worked. So
that
my
wasn't
weekend
this
is today.
weekend. That was today.
Yeah, today's my weekend.
Yeah, but
that's not how that works.
Yeah, let's act how that works.
Today is your day off.
Yes.
Can't correlate that to the weekend.
I mean, a week is, yeah, all right. Anyway.
I got a new SSD, 2 terabyte for a fuck ton of money.
How much?
$350. Not happy about that. The one I got, the 2 terabyte I had that I have to replace was like, I don't know, maybe like
$350 for 2 terabytes is not bad.
Well, considering what I paid for the last one I got, which was like $150, $200.
And what year did you buy that?
2023, 2022, 2022.
So 3 to 4 years later, it seems like that's with what's going on in the world. Seems like
I mean, I just hate the fact that it's just AI sucks as much as it does, and it's just.
Now the question is, did the amount you get paid go up? The same amount?
So I'm sure. Yeah, I would safely say so. Yeah. So in reality, I guess it's not the worst thing ever, but.
Really, you think your pay doubled?
Oh no.
All right, yeah. See, that's where you're having the problem, is that the price of the thing went up, but your pay didn't. Because if you were getting paid double, it wouldn't be as big of a deal to drop.
I feel like if I got $1 million right now, I'd still find it hard to not hard to sit there and spend that money on that, but I'd still sit there and be like, damn, you know what I mean? Because considering, like, I always look back.
If you got
$1
million after taxes, you were concerned about your $350 2 terabyte SSD.
I wouldn't be. I'd still get
payment?
it, but it'd be one of those moments where I'm like, damn, like, why is it so expensive? Like, I have this mindset of like, I want everything to be 2015 pricing, but that's not realistic. So everything in my mind, everything makes no sense to me when I think of like pricing. Like, I'll sit there and I'll be like, I'll be at like work and I'll pick up like I want a snack. I'll pick up like a Kit Kat. It's like nearly $4. I'm like, that's ridiculous.
Small stuff like that really irks me.
Oh, it makes
Stuff like that really irks me.
And like the one thing that also pisses me off, which will always piss me off to the end of time until they bring it down, is the price of like something like a snack wrap or a McChicken. I forgot who I was talking to, but I remember like,
dude, the new McDonald's thing that that the CEO is like,
the big arch. It's $15. It's a $15 meal.
Yeah, it's like
$15.
It's like, dude, who's paying that?
Nobody.
At McDonald's?
It's like, yeah, everything you get is a
for
large
a single
fry.
thing.
It's a large fry and a large drink and this and that. But fuck, man, like that's horrible. Like a large fry is $6. What the fuck are we doing?
Dude, every now and then I'll stop by and get an Egg McMuffin for breakfast. And I saw the other day 2 burritos was $8.
Yeah.
I'm fucking sorry. What? Didn't it used to be 2 for $2?
Yeah, it used to be 2 for $2.
Insane.
McChicken used to be $1. The spicy McChicken actually is a different price than the regular McChicken.
I mean, I don't go to McDonald's enough to know that, but I did notice that the other day because I stopped by to get an Egg McMuffin and I saw that and I was like, no way. No fucking way.
Yeah, just
for 2.
No, and it's like to get a fucking energy drink nowadays, it's $4.50.
Oh, dude, that actually kills me the most because like I'll be at work and I'll be like, man, I'm
like, how does a fucking Red Bull cost $4.50?
It's
you know what I hate too, which actually really doesn't make sense to me, is Arizonas are not 99 cents, even though on the can it tells you the price.
Apparently, you can actually report places that sell Arizonas for less or for more than 99, and they will contact the place selling it.
I feel like I saw a video where the CEO said he'll like they'll just pay you back for the extra.
Yeah.
But
that begs the question of how cheap is it to make Arizona iced tea?
Well, basically what the guy said in his interview was, we own all of it. We have no debt. Why do we, like, we're operating perfectly fine. There's no need to increase the price.
Yeah.
Like they've distributed so well and marketed so well across the last, 20 years that to where they're at the point where the dude's just not like itching for greed right now.
They also don't have to market at all.
No, they don't.
They don't have any marketing costs.
Well, they do market. You'll see them every now and then. They'll market on Instagram and stuff like that because they do drop merch and they do drop stuff like that.
Yeah,
but,
they do.
At the end of the day,
it's also just like clothes, dude. Like,
yes,
like a standard T-shirt now. Like the going rate is like $35.
Yeah, like you want a nice pair of pants, bro? Like drop $100.
Well, that's the one thing that
$100.
That's the one thing that was killing me was like I got that table that coffee table upstairs. I got it for like $80. And like I don't know. I wanted to when I was starting to furnish my house, and I got like some of like the side tables and stuff like that. I was like, okay, I don't really like this because it's like this composite material, and I don't really. I want more expensive feeling furniture, so I want like real wood furniture. But the difference between composite and real wood in terms of pricing is fucking ludicrous.
Well,
it's
furniture,
insane.
I think the thing about furniture is it's always been expensive. Like quality furniture has always been expensive.
I mean, but like.
Quality woodworking is not cheap and does not quick.
Which is fair. However, like
I think
furniture is a tough one. Like I'm sure the prices have gone up, but I think it's for a long time now. Like really quality furniture, I think has always been expensive.
Like I went on Instagram just because you know how your phone will take what you look for and fucking give you advertisements for it. I get a lot of ads on Instagram for like these furniture companies. And like, look, I understand if you got fucking buku bucks, you can spend whatever you want. But some of that stuff is like, it'll be like I'm trying to think of like a normal chair. Let's just say fuck it, like a normal leather upholstery chair. It'll be like $1,200 for the chair. And you're like, that is ridiculous. Like, that is like, I understand, like, you want good quality stuff, but at a certain degree, it's like, how good can something
Have you looked at how expensive like office chairs are?
Oh, no. And I understand.
Like quality office chairs are like $1,200 a piece, if not more.
In my mind, that is bananas. Like, I know the one that like, that we got from one of our friends' dads. Like, that thing was, that thing was 700,000 pounds. And I'm sure that thing costs so much money.
What?
Like you remember the thing that you made your desk out of?
Oh, that table?
Yeah, that table must have, that's an expensive fucking table.
Yeah.
The funniest thing is you can get a lot of that stuff in laminate and it's still so expensive.
Yeah.
Like the price between laminate and full wood, like non-laminate wood, the price is definitely more for that piece that's not laminate, but it's marginal when you look at it in a whole. Like it's not that much more expensive, but it's like really fucking blows. But yeah, if you want to get like a custom table made for you, I mean, you're shelling out a couple $1,000s depending on the size.
Yep. And then I don't know, like I was looking for a dining table before I realized I still have that like dining table that I took from my my mom's. But I was looking for a dining table, and it's like, if you actually wanted something worth your while, you're looking at like $3,000 to $4,000.
Yeah, especially if you want one that like opens up.
Yeah,
like
you want something like something crazy. Like, I don't know, for me and what I have here, I would assume that the most I'd be able to fit is like a 6-person table upstairs. But even at a 4-person table, it's like,
well, I think, if you ended up moving those two rockers,
yeah, we could put something there.
You could put a bigger table right there.
I mean, I guess the question is, do you really need more than a 6-person table?
Yeah,
No.
I don't think we know enough people to need that.
Because we already have seats at the counters and stuff like that.
Yeah, you already have the bar seats. Like,
and like a couch, and people would
exactly.
stand and whatever and sit in the corner. And
yeah, I mean, you got to think about your typical, 5 days a week. Like, that's what you buy a table for.
Yeah.
It's like that, and then like maybe you buy a like 2-person more for that occasion where you have a couple more people.
Yeah.
Like,
when you and your girlfriend eat at home, do you guys sit at the table or do you sit at the couch?
Depends on the night. Like if it's late and we're watching TV, we actually have a table that's like right by. You guys haven't seen it, but it's right by our couch, and we'll sit there and eat. We don't typically eat on the couch.
Okay.
Just because the way we have it configured right now, it's like almost like a couch bed.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like
double depth.
Yeah, it's double depth, so it's not really conducive to eating on it.
I hear you.
But yeah, a lot of times, typically, like if we make dinner and stuff, yeah, we'll eat at our table.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a TV. Like at that point, like I'll like move one of my monitor arms over if we want to watch something. We'll just watch it on the monitor.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
I have an issue where I have to watch something when I eat.
Yeah,
I'm so fucked by
iPad kid.
Yeah, and I don't even use an iPad, but like it's just like when I eat, it's like my time to like just turn my brain off. Like that's what I've turned myself into is like, okay, when I eat, it's like turn your brain off, just like put something on, eat, and just like watch that. To the point where like I find myself like girlfriend's just looking at me like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, well, we talk to each other all day.
I'm watching this. I'm
just like, it's just like, that's my thing. It's like, and it's like, I grew up in a house where the TV was turned off when we ate.
Mm-hmm.
But then like, once I hit like probably 16, it was like, yeah, like let's just turn something on the TV and watch that while we eat.
I think as I grew up, same thing. It was TV off while we eat. And then it was once you're done, ask for permission to leave and all that. And then you can go and do what you need to do. But now, I mean, after a few years, and you also got to think like back then when I was growing up, like that wasn't that big, like TV and like social media and all that was really in. So it wasn't like people like spent a lot of time doing it. But as more and more time goes on, phones get better, social media starts popping up.
Yeah.
You start transitioning the phone. Then I went to college and I was like, I'm not getting a TV in my bedroom because I know what's going to happen. And then next thing you know, I got a much bigger bedroom and I was like, send it, TV, mount it on the wall.
72 inches.
And that was probably pretty much the end of that. So
yeah.
Ever since then, dude, it's TV up.
We actually don't have a TV in our bedroom.
Nice. I don't either, but.
Which is nice, but then there's some times where you're like, I just want to lay in bed and watch TV.
I got a TV in my room. I gotta hook that up.
I'm not a big watch TV in my bedroom kind of guy. It's like if I'm in my bedroom, I'm going to sleep.
I need to fall asleep to a sound, and white noise is not good enough for me. So like I'll literally put on a video, flip my phone over, turn on like the lowest volume just so I hear like basically murmurs, and then it's just like cool.
If I'm like not tired, I'll just put a documentary on my phone. I'll just
go to sleep.
I'll just watch it until I'm tired, and then I can screw myself by turning it off, and then I'm not tired again.
Yeah.
That's the worst. It's like, well, I could like barely hold my phone up, and then I turn it off, and I'm like, oh, I'm awake again.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
One thing I wanted to mention about that SSD thing was like, part of me is thinking about returning it too, not because I don't need it to. I mean, there's multiple ways to go about it because I was doing my research on it to see if there was a cheaper option besides like having to like when I was looking for like cheaper 2 terabyte stuff. People recommend that or not recommend. What people do is they'll get 1 terabyte, something even less than that, just to run Windows, and then get a massive fucking hard drive that just runs everything else.
Yeah, I mean, you could just
you want to run Windows on an SSD, and then you want to run everything else on a hard disk.
Yeah, like if I were to play games, put games on the hard disk, so that it will free up, so I don't have to buy a crazy SSD, get just a hard drive.
I mean, you could just get a NAS.
What is that?
And essentially, it's just like I'm not going to describe it well because I don't have the full picture in my brain right now, but it's like a system that would sit next to your tower that it just has storage that you'd slide into it.
Okay. And
then if you set it up properly, you could get to that storage from wherever you are.
Okay. Because you
could access that, if you weren't home, you could access your NAS from somewhere else.
Okay. That's actually pretty cool. Well, I mean,
essentially creating a cloud in a certain
and if I were to do that, the way I'd want to do that is apparently, I mean, I don't know if you guys have Blu-ray players, or Max, if you have a Blu-ray player or not, do you?
No.
Okay, cool. Because those things, if you find them, they have a ridiculously massive hard drive in those, way more than they actually ever need. It's I think it's around 5 terabytes. And all you have to do is just dismantle it, take it out. And there's a specific thing where you just flush everything in it, and you can just use it as a standard hard drive. So you just go to the thrift store, find a Blu-ray player, and just get really cheap hard drives that way.
Yeah, there's if you could set up a Plex system. I think Plex is the app, but you can download all your movies onto it, and then no matter where you are, you can always just access your Plex drive, and you can watch all of the movies wherever you are.
That'd be smooth.
It's we have a Plex. My family has a Plex system, and it's has 2,000 movies on it.
And you use it?
No, I think my dad does. I don't know.
Is he bringing it? Are we bringing it here?
You don't need to bring it here. I could access it from right here on my phone.
Clean. That's clean.
I think for a while, my dad would go to the local library, get DVDs,
and just
take them home, rip them, and upload them to his Plex drive.
He's still ripping them, and that's so funny.
I respect. Well, I wouldn't. He wanted still. But
he wanted the old movies that
yeah,
that he grew up on, so he could add them to the Plex system.
That's fair.
It's not like the new stuff necessarily.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm probably gonna keep the SSD just because I have it.
That may or may not be true if anyone out there is trying to cause legal trouble.
Right. Allegedly, it's all alleged.
Yeah. Nothing we say here is accurate.
Yeah, I mean, most of the things that his dad tells him anyway is a lie. So, that he loves him and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah, that's just a fucking. Yeah. I've literally seen him hug Max, look at me, and go.
Yeah. Well, my weekend was I had a good weekend. Besides the fact that it was a little bit of a struggle to get through the beginning of my weekend.
Yeah, I mean, Saturday was a rough day.
Yeah, karaoke's a trap.
Karaoke is a fucking trap.
It'll steal you. It'll steal your money.
Don't let the boys go to karaoke. Oh yeah, did you guys see how much it costs?
No.
Yeah.
It's $54 a person.
Oh my god.
Yep.
It's not that bad. But when you think about it, how many people there were?
Yeah. I think the bill was like...
It was like $270.
Yeah, 280 something.
Damn, dude, just for karaoke.
Well, like, I was explaining to Dan, and I don't know if you remembered, but like, do you remember the amount of drinks that we had at karaoke?
Yeah, I remember carrying a bottle of soju out of my pants.
Wait, you took it out? Oh, yeah, you did, because we had to.
What?
Not we had to, but like, didn't want to waste it.
Out of karaoke?
Yeah, which I then threw away. Because I was like, I don't need this.
Yeah, no.
Like, why did I even care about this?
No, it was...
it's one of those moments of like, I'm not going to drink this just at my house.
No.
That's what I came to. I'm like, why did I do that?
Yeah, I know. That's why I'd never take them with me, because I'm like, what am I going to do? Drink this at home? No. Like, I don't drink at home, so.
I mean, we probably went through 8 bottles of soju Friday night.
At karaoke specifically?
No, I think in total, probably.
I think we went through more than that. I think we had like 10 bottles of soju in total. No bullshit. We'd have to look at the receipts.
Probably.
We were.
I mean, we pounded through some soju at the restaurant.
Fucking going through it. Because
remember, and then you got to think all the beer that goes with the soju.
What was the first initial?
We needed a bigger fucking table.
Yeah, we did. But what was
there was not enough room on that table.
What was the first initial bucket? Like, how much was in that bucket?
No idea. I didn't order anything.
Then how the fuck did it show up? Was it just there?
I'm thinking the other people ordered it.
Okay. So you showed up after them.
Yeah.
Okay.
They got there like 15 minutes before we did, and then you guys got there like 10 minutes after we did.
Oh, okay.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, that was a crazy night.
Yeah.
Good food, some crazy singing. I woke up with just like a full blown calf cramp as I was lying on the couch at like 4 a.m. and I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Went to bed, woke up with the same calf cramp.
Yeah, you know it's bad when like half of the people who were out just fell asleep on the couch.
Yeah.
No, it was crazy because at some point I went to my room and I was sitting there like and I laid down and I was like, oh, it's spinning. And it made me anxious like instantly. I was like, oh God. So I just like ran myself under a cold shower. And at some point I was not spinning. So
I don't know if I could get in a cold shower for that. I don't know.
I think I'd rather just go pull the trigger.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think I'd just go pull the trigger. At that point, it's like...
No, but in that moment, I was like anxious. So I was like, you know what? I need to slow my heart rate down. Cold shower, boom, instantly.
Really interesting that you were getting anxious and your heart was racing on alcohol.
Yeah.
I guess, I think I must have been spinning because Gabby left me on the couch because I guess I said I wasn't feeling good.
Dang, dude.
And then she woke me up at like 7 a.m. being like, all right, you need to get off the couch.
Well, I remember going into my room, but then I somehow woke up on the couch.
Yeah, at some point, I lost all memory.
So,
between like the hour after getting home, like memory was gone.
Like I would say between 1:30 and 4:30 was when.
When did we leave karaoke?
I don't fucking know, dude.
I don't know what time.
I don't remember getting home.
We got home. We got home
like
at.
I've been thinking about it. I'm like, how did we get home? Like, what direction did we go?
We got home at like 12:30. So we left karaoke around like a little after 12.
Yeah, so probably about 1:30. I was.
Yeah.
So start to finish, we were out for 5 hours, and that's how the night turned out.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
We got
and we ate a lot of food.
We did eat a lot of food.
We got shitty, dude.
There was a lot of food.
We ate so much egg soup, so much like.
I mean, everything, dude. There was food galore, and then we got destroyed.
Yeah, me and Dan were talking about how like the night would have been vastly different if we had not gone to karaoke.
Yeah, if we were walking out, and I was like, oh, what if we go do like the casino? And someone was like karaoke. If we were like, nah, let's just go home.
Did you say go to the casino?
Yeah, multiple times.
Oh my God.
I think we wouldn't have gotten as drunk.
But we would have lost way more money. We would have.
Maybe.
Actually, no. I mean, it's $50 a person. Maybe. All they had to do was just bring $50 and see where that made us.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot more expensive to drink at the casino, so I don't think we would have gotten nearly as drunk.
No.
Though we would have been acting a fool in there.
Yeah. We would have been fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it would have been a crazy one. I just, Yeah, dude. The next day, literally, like, I woke up and was like, great, now I got to go get a haircut.
Yeah, when I saw that you said that you had gotten a haircut, I was like, I haven't moved from bed.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
I didn't want to get up and do it.
Wasn't planning on moving either.
I did not want to get up and do that.
Like, I woke up that morning and I just like could not get to work on time. I was like, hey, I hit up my manager. I was like, hey, buddy, you mind if I come in and just an hour late real fast? He was like, yeah, you're fine. I was like, cool.
Dude, the last couple of nights I've been having a really hard time falling asleep. Last night, I was falling asleep around like 4 or 5 in the morning. And like I was just laying there in bed, like kind of in and out, but like awake enough to know that I hadn't fallen asleep.
I didn't sleep well last night either. It was like 6:30 when like I came to and I was like just kind of sitting there and I'm like, I'm not comfortable at all. My back hurts.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't think I slept well.
Dude, my like I went to sleep a little later that night, but I just kept thinking of the fucking show me and Dan we were watching.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Severance, great show.
Good show.
I wish we were sponsored by Severance.
I mean, that's like a freaking weird show, dude. I like it a lot.
Absolutely fucking crazy. I hate
Max, you seen it?
I mean, I may have seen an episode or two. I'm aware of the concept, but no, I haven't dived deep
definitely
into
watch
it.
Definitely
Quite interesting for sure.
I'd recommend it. Highly recommend it. It's probably a nice like 8 out of 10 show. Honestly,
another show I want to try to get into is Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders is a fucking great show. Me and Zach used to watch it.
I think I've gotten through like a season or two of that, and it never hooked me to like finish all of it.
That's where you see all those like alpha male edits of just fucking shit.
There's a movie coming out.
If it's not already out, then yeah, there is definitely a movie coming out.
Have you guys seen White Lotus?
No.
What is it with Walton Goggins and
He's in one of the seasons, yeah.
Yeah.
He's in the third season, the most recent season. But they're filming a fourth right now, I think. But we went to go. We didn't realize that we had watched all of the seasons, so we went last night to go watch the first season, and we started watching an episode. And we're like, we've seen this. And we looked at the second season. And we're like, we've seen this, and we knew for a fact we'd seen the third season. So it was like, fuck, man, we're running out of shows.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're watching Paradise right now. Like a new episode came out today, so we'll have to watch. But it's a good show.
Yeah,
I've never heard of it.
It's a doomsday show, like a
prepper show.
No, it's like doomsday occurs,
and
it's about like, I don't want to give away too much, but there's essentially this really crazy bunker.
There was another show you recommended to me. I want to say it had to do with the government or maybe lawyers.
Oh,
Mad Men?
What was that show? Lawyers.
Lincoln Lawyer.
No, but Lincoln Lawyer is great. We just watched the most recent season.
Dude,
it was good.
Fucking great show.
It's Scandal.
Scandal.
Yeah, it's about like a pseudo law firm. Like they're all lawyers, but they don't actually practice law. They're like fixers. Like when bad shit happens to politicians, they fix it. Like they cover it up.
Gotcha.
I know what you're talking about.
It's an older show.
There's a movie that me and Dan watched not too long ago. And I've either heard it's completely fucking ass or it's just people are like, hey, it's a good movie. And that was War Machine, the one with Alan Rickman.
I just watched that, I think.
I liked it because, like in the beginning I was watching, I was like, man, this is a really shitty movie. But I liked, I liked the robot design. It was really cool. I like how it kept fucking chasing them. I think that the characters are kind of stupid. Honestly, I would have just kept moving forward for all of eternity if that's what it took. But, especially that river scene. That river scene really pissed me off.
My problem is like, I feel like I'm too caught up with shit that's coming out. Yeah, like
stuff takes forever. It takes too long to come out nowadays. That's really the biggest.
Seen the second season of Ted?
Yeah, you seen that?
Second season?
Ted came out with a TV show like 2-3 years ago.
Okay.
Oh, I wasn't aware that
there you go.
Great movie.
Check out the Ted TV show.
Great show. Unfortunately, not a third season, which they did confirm later on after you said that.
What, that they weren't doing it?
Yeah, but they're gonna make they're gonna make another Ted.
Is it like a young? Yeah, it's like when he's younger. Okay, so I'm aware of it. They also just came out with a new like Game of Thrones spinoff.
Knight of the Seven Kingdoms.
Yeah,
I was never a Game of Thrones
heard
guy.
is good. So
Well, here's the thing: I would have watched Game of Thrones if it wasn't for how bad season 8 is. Apparently, of Game of Thrones. It's here's the thing: apparently, it's so shit that it completely ruins the entire series. And I'm like, why would I watch a show where if I get to the last season, I'm just gonna hate every fucking decision I've ever made?
I think it was like they decided that they had to end it.
Yeah, because
And
they were
didn't-
past the books already.
Well, and like they just didn't have it fully thought out how to do it properly.
Well, George R.R. Martin still hasn't finished Game of Thrones in a book sense. So like they were like, okay, well, we're all caught up. What are we gonna do? Wait 4 years for a new season to come out when he's finished writing these books? So they went ahead and did what they had to do.
Not that I'm
Fucking awful.
Not that I'm like a Marvel fanboy by any means, but like, could we get some good classics going? Like the Iron Man series was great.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have like all the new ones that come out are too kid oriented, I'd say.
Well, the newest movie that's going to come out is Secret Wars.
Yeah, no, 100%.
No, Doomsday or
watch it.
Secret Wars. I can't remember, but I'm going to definitely because it's going to be the next Avengers movie. I'd definitely love to go see that in theaters.
I just feel like they like some of the original movies that first came out were like not as child oriented, and then it became very like, you know, like
Haha,
12 to or like 10 to 14
Yeah, I mean, like in
movies.
You know,
Well, they
like,
got to engage that age group
for sure.
because they
And I mean,
engaged
it's
us
super-
so well that now we're holding on, and they're like,
Yeah.
these guys will hold on forever. Who gives a fuck?
And
So
that
let's-
also, I think, happened with Star Wars.
yeah.
well, Star Wars was shit.
Well, really,
especially
once
the
everything
newest-
transferred over to Disney,
Well,
is,
Disney does have a way of doing that.
So-
Well, Disney has been fucking just destroying franchises as much as they can. Indiana Jones. The newest movie was just completely just
I just
crapped on
rewatched
by
that.
critics. Yeah, the Dial of Destiny. What was it? You think it was shit?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't think they're ever going to be able to recreate the nostalgia of
Well, yeah,
like what the
Harrison
original
Ford is
ones
now
were.
80 million
He's also
years old.
yeah.
Do you see the Asian little kid actor? I forgot his name in the show, in the
Of
movies.
What?
Oh,
Asian kid actor? What?
You know what I'm talking about? The
Yeah.
little fucking kid. the little Asian
Yeah.
kid.
From Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Ken. Fuck me, but he's in Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah, I saw that he just won an award.
Yeah, he won the Oscar, but that was for Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That must have been a while ago.
and that movie, fucking God,
That was a good movie.
that movie made me fucking cry. I remember I got so mad at Emma because we were sitting there, and there's a scene that came on where it's him talking. Spoiler alert: if you haven't seen a 5-year-old Oscar-winning movie, but where they're talking about where they're in the back alley, and he's like, "Hey, in a different world, a different life, I'd love to do laundry and pay taxes with you." And it like talks like, you know what I mean? Like where it goes from like different, like it fractures from different, like it goes from like different like universes of them together and different like relationships.
I don't think I've seen the movie, so I can't.
I have seen the movie, but I don't remember that.
Basically, it was a scene that me, you, and Mick tried our hardest not to cry at because we were all a bunch of dudes sitting together.
Fair.
And I remember I was watching
You
with
think
Emma.
you think Mick succeeded?
Oh, 100%.
You think Mick succeeded at
Didn't
holding
cry.
tears back?
Whoa, no, he definitely cried. But
The dude cries at Spider-Man.
no, I mean, yeah.
Which hey, you know what?
I mean,
Nothing against anybody there. Like, you know, if you cry at Spider-Man, you cry at Spider-Man.
No, but I remember I was watching with Emma, and I'm starting to tear up. I'm watching it, and she looks at me and goes, "Oh, you're crying?" And I go, "Watch it." I was like, "Please watch it." It's a fucking great movie.
And you feel like that was a good response?
Oh, 100%. I needed her to feel that.
The movie called The Art of Racing in the Rain gets me every time.
That was a good one.
It's a
Yeah.
tearjerker.
That
for
was
me.
a good one. Yeah, that was not an easy movie to finish.
Yes, the end just gets so sad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. Anything with like animals,
Yeah.
I'm like,
What is it? Five Below? Or
Five Below.
Yeah, I know you're talking about the Huskies.
The
Holy
Husky?
fuck!
Yeah.
It's just called Below. That's actually.
is it just Below?
Yeah, dude.
I don't remember that
You
one.
just ripped that memory straight out of a filing cabinet.
That's one
in
of the
back of my
sad ones
brain.
right there.
I probably watched it. I don't remember it though.
All Dogs Go to Heaven. That was a really sad movie.
Yeah. There are some sad movies out there for sure. Now, do I think like Spider-Man Homecoming is is that something that I need to cry about? Not necessarily, but there's some movies that are like, they're sad.
I do appreciate a movie that can get you to the point of feeling like really feeling empathetic.
Everything,
to
everywhere,
what's going
all at
on.
once. Jesus,
I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like Miracle on Ice gives me a little like I'm so hyped that I get emotional, but like it's not like a
it's like a sense of pride.
It's like
let's go. I genuinely, and I will not emphasize it enough. You and Gabby need to watch that movie if you haven't seen that movie. I thought about that movie for weeks after.
Everything,
everywhere.
Yeah, that was a really good movie.
I thought about that movie for fucking days after.
Like if I were to recommend a movie, I guess that we've been talking about tonight, that's one. I mean, that's a good one.
It will throw you
off.
What
is it called?
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Yeah, it's a little hard to track in the beginning, but once you like get the hang of it, then it starts making sense.
They won for best best CGI like video editing, and it was only a team of 4 people editing that entire.
No, I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, it's a good one, man.
Fucking great.
There are just some movies where it's like it will either like bring up memories for me, or it'll make me think of somebody, or it's just something along those lines.
I like a good adventure movie, but I feel like everything they're coming out now is so corny.
Yeah.
It's like those old Indiana Jones movies, like somehow they're not realistic at all, but yet it's still not as corny as like what you'd say the newer movies are.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you actually like...
Dude, I like dramas. I like chick flicks. I like fucking I like them all. I think...
I'm a movie lover, so I'd say as long as it's a good movie, I have no issue watching it.
I love absolutely fucking stupid movies. That's why I love Godzilla, because of how fucking cheesy it is.
You're cutting in and out.
I love Godzilla because of how cheesy it is.
Like the OG Godzilla?
Yeah, he likes the dudes dressed up in the costumes jumping around on a stage.
Hell yeah.
Going like, roar. And Billy's like, this is fucking prime time,
dude,
baby.
That is the most ecstatic shit ever, dude. It's great. Especially now.
But I think I'd like that more than like the new Godzilla.
Oh, the new Godzilla is also...
I'm not gonna lie, I'd really like the new Godzilla stuff.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of TV shows...
I don't like them because I'm like, oh, dude, I follow the Godzilla timeline or anything like that. It's just because like I see a big dinosaur fighting another dinosaur to the death.
There was like the Kong versus Godzilla. That was one of them. Yeah, that's like newer.
But like speaking of like Godzilla, I mean, there's that TV show we've been watching, Monarch.
Yep,
Monarch on Apple TV.
That's the one where they're like fighting against, or like it's like all of the. That's like the new Monarch's like pretty new.
Yeah. Monarch. I mean, they just came out with a new season.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for that, and I was intrigued if I would like it.
It's good. It's good. I mean, like, you hear Dan, like he was never like, I'm a Godzilla fan, so I'm gonna give you the most
unadulterated like for crying out loud, look at your shirt.
Oh yeah, Godzilla versus King Kong.
What about all of the new Jurassic Parks?
I didn't. I watched maybe a few of them when I was a kid, but none of them knew anything.
And also the Planet of the Apes.
I liked the first couple, and then after that,
I think like the first remake I thought was pretty good,
mm-hmm.
and then the second was like decent.
It was war,
but then it's just like there's too many of them almost. Yeah. Like they're beating it to a pulp. It's like Fast and Furious. It's like the first few were pretty fucking good, and now it's like okay, they just have
what do you guys think is the strongest series or trilogy?
Series, probably Harry Potter.
Yeah, dude, I was actually fucking thinking Harry Potter. Yeah, I'll think
because just that the way in which they filmed that, where it got darker every movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like it was great.
Consistently gets darker
because you grow up with it. You're growing up with it,
job.
And you like you see the character, like the way that they casted that was perfect.
Yeah,
like the people that the actors that they had to do it were perfect for
like
their roles.
It's like I feel like it's such an artwork itself just to cast up like a perfect.
Have you seen the new Harry Potter?
To where they're going to go from 8 or like 10 years old to 25.
Yes,
or they were probably like 12 or 13 to like 30.
Like here's the thing, they did so good with the casting that when in the new Harry Potter trailer. Not that it's like, not that
just
any
before you say what I think you're going to say.
Well, no.
Remember, it's going on the internet.
Dan, it's no.
I'm just saying because the only problem you have is one very specific problem, and it's not something that.
Well, yeah, but that's because of what they write in the books. But that's besides the point.
I think that I think your point's valid where you're so in tune with the characters. Like it's like your version of this character is this person that it's tough to change. Like when they change that later, even it doesn't matter if they like just changing the person who does it, whether they.
Well, that's not what he's saying. You keep that in mind. It's not about the person. It's specifically about.
But I think it's also something that people run into when they read a lot of books. Like people who read books and then they go and watch
read books.
Okay, but I'm saying, but like people who read books though, and then go watch a movie, they have an image in their head of what this person would look like, and they go watch it. Like that may not align itself with what they thought that person.
Well, it's just like
be.
it really is just like all it really comes down to is what is the point. And you can look at it at both sides. At the end of the day, it never really mattered. That's the only thing I'd have to say about it. As vague as
what
we
never
are.
really mattered.
Why do they have to make Snape black? You know what I mean? It just like it doesn't really, as far as I know, doesn't really add anything. And if they add more, like,
what you just said means that it shouldn't matter because it shouldn't matter.
Well, I guess like it's like it goes on both. I can look at it from both ways. It's like me personally, like what is the point in changing? Like race swapping a character. I think if it was never
just imagine like, but that it's guy a different world. It. That guy also showed it to an audition and crushed it.
Yeah, I think it's also like a different world that this Harry Potter's taking place in.
If it was like, oh, that's like a definite DEI hire situation, then it's like, all right, that's a little weird.
But like from what I know,
but in the books, you'd hope that you went in
watching it. I don't know if you can judge it.
Exactly.
Well, no. I mean, I'm not going to sit there. I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, this is garbage. It's just like it throws me off because from what I know from the source material. Like from what I know, like you can like Hermione is also like black or like light skin, and I don't.
You're cool.
Sit there,
you're cool with that, though.
No, but like,
it doesn't outline her.
Yeah, because like no one's specifically sitting there like, you know what I mean. Like in the books, they describe Snape as tall, skinny, pale, with greasy black hair, and like in my mind, I'm like, okay, cool. Like if you're gonna have that be a specific thing,
but you know there are some pale black dudes out there.
It is odd though.
But if they made
a series that is so iconic to then go and kind of like recreate it.
That's the part where I can agree with you.
And not match it
perfectly
very closely is an odd because it's almost doing injustice and not saying like I would say like they shouldn't even do it.
Yeah.
My concern is that it just simply like since it's a different actor, period. That it would just not hit the same.
Yeah,
I agree.
Because the old Snape, I mean, obviously we all grew up on, what was it, 8 movies?
Yeah.
Of
I think it may have been
Daniel
9.
Radcliffe.
The same Snape. So it's like, why? Now it's a little weird. But at
I
the
think
same
they should have done something in a different timeline.
Yeah.
Like they should have maybe, they should have done like, they should have done Harry's father. Like they should have done that timeline.
So I mean that's
where fucking Voldemort. Like they should have done the timeline where Voldemort becomes Voldemort.
Yeah, no, I mean they like have that kind of stuff in like the extended like books and stuff. Like they have like a play which is the Cursed Child, which is Harry Potter's kid, and then they had the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, which was building up. It was why do I want to say Gandalf? What the fuck? Dumbledore. It was his whole journey in the beginning with him and
Gandalf, Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, I don't know why I thought about that.
I would say Lord of the Rings, though, is damn close to being one of the best ever.
I've never watched it.
Here's the thing, though.
You've never watched it?
Here's the problem.
I get emotional when that music comes on, when they're fucking like going to, like that. The soundtrack of beautiful. Lord of the Rings may be like one of the more compelling soundtracks I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, wow.
When like in the okay, well here's the thing. I've watched the trilogy once because if you're gonna watch the trilogy, you might as well watch the extended version. And the extended version movies are like 3.5 hours.
Yeah,
at the minimum.
You
and that's one movie. That's one movie.
And you got to sit down for all 3 in one go because you have them. You have the ability to, dude. That final movie, I think it's the final one when they're in the mountain.
Yeah, Mount Doom.
And that soundtrack comes on and it's kind of like sad, but like uplifting, but also like it's just like.
Is this a Hans Zimmer?
It may be Hans Zimmer, but let's. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, I mean, movie soundtracks can. I mean, like Interstellar.
Yeah,
I mean that's a tearjerker for me a lot. That one hits really hard.
Howard Shore. Well,
Howard Shore.
I guess there may be a couple.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah. And you got the guy like John Williams, really good composer. He's the guy that composed for the Star Wars movies.
Yeah, supposedly.
That's another strong.
The most famous is Star Wars, the most famous film score of all time.
Yeah, I was about to say that's another really strong. That's a trilogy? No.
Technically, if you look at the first 3 movies, it's a trilogy.
But it's a saga now with all of like the prequels, the sequels, then the.
I mean, if you're going in timeline, 4 through 6 are probably the best. I'd say.
I think the one that they
3?
first introduced Anakin and Obi-Wan. Or no,
the Qui-Gon? You mean the first one where they go to the
my bad.
Which would have been the 4th movie that
Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones is, I think, the 2nd.
Yeah, so it's the 5th movie that was created.
I like that one.
The third prequel was. I mean, obviously that's fantastic with the.
Oh yeah, the third in the timeline, the 3rd movie was the darkest of all of them.
100%. I mean, that's when.
Which one's the 3rd?
That's when Anakin becomes gets his arms chopped off and becomes. That's the darkest of all of them.
I mean, talk about a crazy movie, dude.
Yeah, no, I mean, like it's hard to say that 4 through 6 were quote unquote better than that movie itself, but I think 4 through 6 were like the epitome of Star Wars.
I think it's funny. I think it's funny because like when you go through and you watch the prequel or the third,
the way you just said watch was when you watch.
I do. No, but regardless, when you watch that movie and he gets to the scene with the younglings as an adult, you sit there and you're like, oh my god, oh my god, he killed like 30 kids.
Yeah,
I don't even know how many kids he killed.
I do like the spin-offs of the Star Wars. Not necessarily the ones that are in. Well, The Mandalorian was great. Boba Fett was great. I think Andor was pretty good.
You would have a lot of people who would fucking shit on you for saying that Boba Fett was good. I heard a lot of bad things about Boba Fett, but I heard a lot of good things about Andor.
Andor was good. I mean, Mandalorian, though, was elite. And I'm upset that they didn't create another season after the last one.
They're making a movie right now.
Oh, are they?
Mandalorian and Grogu, whatever the hell his name is.
Grogu? Is that the little
that's Baby Yoda.
Little Yoshi? Oh, yeah, Yoda.
But, then there was that other one that was the Star Wars Acolyte, which everyone hated.
I did not like that.
I heard that was garbage. That. Then there was the Obi-Wan show, which, I mean, it had some really dope moments where like Vader's grabbing the ship out of the sky with his force. Like it's like full speed and he just grabs it and brings it down to Earth. Fucking awesome. I thought that was a great scene.
Oh shit. Wait, we saw that.
I thought Obi-Wan was pretty good. Mandalorian though was the best out of all of them, I think. They did really well with that.
Did you guys ever get into Star Trek?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad and his brothers are like Star Trek for
Trekkies?
life. Yeah, yes. My uncle wears...
Like they go to Comic-Con?
No, but my uncle wears a Starfleet Academy ring.
Dude, big
every
dog.
time I've ever seen him, pretty much.
Dude, fuck yeah.
That's pretty sick.
That's dope.
My dad has a tree, like a Christmas tree, that's specifically for Star Trek ornaments.
But it's funny because...
Our pizza cutter in my parents' house is the Star Trek Enterprise.
It's funny that, Dan, you mentioned
that's sick.
Because
that's hype.
Because there's a show called...
I love Star Trek.
There's a show called The Orville, which is...
yeah, I'm aware of Orville.
Yeah, you've watched that?
You put it on.
Well, it's one of those things because like it was
a parody.
It was supposed to... He wanted to make... Because Seth MacFarlane is a huge Star Trek fan. And he wanted to make his own Star Trek show, but they wouldn't give him the right to do so. So he was like, okay, cool. I got to make a something that's a parody of it. And I mean, that's like, I don't know. It's just like, it has the cheesiness of like, from what I've seen, and like, especially what Dan showed me with like the Next Generation, because I didn't really watch the really old Leonard Nimoy, William Shatner stuff.
Do you watch Next Generation?
Every now and then he throws it on.
I wouldn't say anymore, but yeah, I used to. I watched.
I think I've seen a couple.
Well, that's why I know like
Next Generation, fucking Deep Space Nine.
Yeah,
like all the older ones I've seen, because I grew up with just like the fucking stack of discs, like the whole series and all that.
You guys ever watch Stargate?
No.
Yeah, I've heard of Stargate. I know that to a degree it has some sort of significant cultural impact, but
it's an interesting one. Yeah. Essentially, there's like these stargates that you can go to different. It allows you to go to different places.
Gotcha.
And like they found one, and then they were like figured out how to use it. And there's like Stargate Atlantis. There's Stargate. There's a few different ones. But interesting. I'd say like if you're into like the Star Trek realm, like it kind of fits into that, and it's older.
Yeah,
I've liked pretty much all the Star Trek anything that came out.
The new stuff's been great too. Like I think they didn't do a disservice with the new stuff.
Yeah,
like the new movies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
with Chris Pines.
Yeah. The new TV shows though, I've heard that they aren't as good if you're a really big Star Trek
I checked into a couple of them. Not a huge fan.
The newest one that's continuing to come out, I've watched a season or so of it. It's not. I mean, like. It's kind of just like a drama.
It just depends on how big of a fan you are, really. Like, I'm sure that if you weren't as big of a Star Trek fan, you wouldn't see any problem with it. But if the bigger you become a fan of it, you're like, okay, well, that's kind of fucked, or like this and that. You know what I mean?
I like Star Trek enough to where I'll try it out. You know,
I mean, did you guys like Dune?
I never watched Dune. Even though Dune is even more original than Star Wars.
Dune's one of the most famous science fiction books.
Came out in like the 50s or 70s.
The book?
Yeah.
I never got
it. The book is like one of the most famous science fiction books, and maybe the most.
There's a lot of things that reference Dune or like get inspiration from Dune, and I think Star Wars is also one of those things.
You guys should watch the movies because they're, I mean, like, I wouldn't say they're like the best movies I've ever seen, but they are like the soundtracks in those are.
Yeah, I've seen like the scene where like the worm comes in, like the worms come in and they feel it through like.
Yeah, no, I would say watch it. I'd highly recommend. It's on HBO.
Yeah, I think it'd be nice.
Yeah,
because they're going to come out with a third movie soon. I don't know about soon, but like it's in the works.
Dune 3
of coming out. I think that's the final one.
Yeah, it is the final one.
Is that the one with Zendaya and Chalamet?
Yeah.
Bill Skarsgård, Jason Momoa.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I never got into that. I never got into the Korean
Squid Games.
Squid Games. Never got into that one. Never seen an episode of it.
The original Squid Games I didn't think was bad.
There's just a lot of shows that I think some people recommend to me, and I'm like, the more people hype it up to me, the less I want to see it, because it's like I can pretty much hear all about it from you guys. Like I don't need to hear it.
I think Dune's worth the watch. It's a movie.
Well, no one's ever explained it to me, so that's closer to my opportunity for me to watch it.
You need a good sound system though when you watch it, because like you need it to like shake the house.
Yeah,
like you need it to like.
Speaking of shaking the house, bro, that's how I woke up on Saturday morning to fucking Star Wars on 25 volume thumping me. And I was like, what the fuck is that, dude? I turned around and it's Star Wars. I was like, how the fuck did that happen? So I must have came out here at some point, turned it on, and just fucking fell asleep. But yeah, dude, I sometimes, like, I have a few shows in my life that I've gotten really into, like The Office, Parks and Rec.
I found this Creed from The Office.
Yes.
Was in a quite famous band.
Dude, you've listened to his music?
Grassroots?
I've listened to some of his music.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I saw a video of him playing, and now I have the song on my Apple library because I'm like, this.
What is it?
Fire.
What song is it? Is it like one of the last ones he plays on the show?
Let's Live for Today.
Can you play it real quick? I guess we don't have to. We can.
This is Creed playing the guitar. He's not singing. He's the guitarist.
Here's another song of his that I think I have on mine.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The only show that I ever gave two shits about was House MD. House is such a good fucking show. Top 10 best shows of all time.
You know a show that has a crazy following? Was it Doctor Who?
Yeah, Doctor Who.
Yes.
I mean, a crazy following.
Yeah,
insane.
It's British One Piece. No, I'm joking. I'm making a joke.
I've actually, when I've watched it, it's kind of enjoyable.
Are you talking about the newer stuff? Because the newer stuff,
I've seen some of the older stuff.
Some of the older stuff.
Did you ever watch Supernatural?
Yeah,
Supernatural was
pretty much
shit.
I've seen pretty much every episode of Supernatural.
Yep.
And there's a lot of seasons.
Yeah,
of Supernatural.
18 seasons.
It's Always Sunny.
Always Sunny's
you guys
great.
Get into that?
Keeps going.
I never got like
I'm the trash man.
Never got like fully into it where I was watching like episode by episodes, but I've seen a lot of the episodes.
I think it's one of those things you don't need to keep.
No, you don't.
You can break it.
It references older stuff like like the rum ham and stuff like that.
I mean, I've watched
2.5 Men.
I've seen a bunch of episodes. Again, not ever watched it all the way through. I've seen How I Met Your Mother all the way through.
That was actually one of the top 10 greatest experiences I ever got to experience with Dan, simply because Dan never knew about the ending. So like I literally, when I was like, have you seen any of this? Dan was like, no, I have no idea what this was. I was like, oh, no fucking way. And then we got to the ending and Dan was like, what the fuck was that? And I was like, yeah.
What's the other show? I mean, there's Friends.
The science dudes.
What, The Big Bang Theory?
Yeah, there's
I wasn't thinking of that, but yeah, I mean, like How I Met Your Mother
Seinfeld?
is kind of follows the same idea of Friends.
Yeah.
But there was another one.
I never watched Friends. I did watch How I Met Your Mother. That was a good one.
There is good British TV, like older British stuff.
Yeah.
Like there's some
Monty
good
Python.
Monty Python.
That's a good one.
The BBC had some bangers back.
Yeah,
in the day.
the original Office. You guys ever watched the British
original Office?
I did not get into
With
it. No.
Ricky
Gervais.
Yeah, Ricky Gervais.
The Mighty Boosh.
I know what you're talking about. There's this one.
That's where old Greg came from.
There's this one TV show that's from Australia that's like really old. That's really fucking funny.
I think I know what you're talking about.
And there's this. I kind of can't fucking remember the name of the or what happens in the scene, but I think it's like they have like a talking shotgun where whoever talks has the gun and they just fucking point it at everyone else and they're like, "You want to talk?" and they hand it off to the other person and they're all just fucking. It's like some really stupid like sketch like show, but it's fucking phenomenal.
Dude, is there a movie called Hot Rod with Danny McBride in it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he directed it.
Yeah, and that was with Andy Samberg.
That's the one like I'm all jacked up on Mountain
No,
Dew.
that's Talladega Nights.
And I'm jacked up on Mountain Dew.
No, well,
That's the kids.
there's something else though in that movie. A funny one-liner that I'm just like vaguely remembering right now. But
yeah.
Talladega Nights, I did like that. I did like most of the Will Ferrell movies.
Yeah, I think Will Ferrell does a phenomenal job at what he's good at.
Yes,
When he starts to move into like more serious roles, it's kind of tough to like
agreed.
take that serious.
I just want him to start joking around.
Talladega Nights, fucking
Blades of Glory,
Step Brothers, Anchorman.
Anchorman. Yeah, that was Anchorman.
I mean, he was on a run there with some of like the best comedy movies.
Yeah, 100%. I think they're fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I even like the TED stuff and all that, and I think with the new show, the one thing that did let me down recently was that new Avatar live action.
Yeah,
that one was a little weird because I do fuck with the animation one, but maybe that's because
I fuck with any season after the water season.
You didn't like the water season?
I mean, it's just like
season?
the problem was the water season was so overplayed on TV growing up.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like you could never get to the Earth season or the Fire season. Like they just wouldn't play them. And I think like the Fire season was fire. The Earth season was really good.
Grounded.
Was really grounded. Yeah.
And the water season was a wash.
Yeah, it was a wash.
I just think that like the episode where they go and find the two dragons.
Yeah, it was gas.
Was electric.
Yeah, I did like that one a lot.
Now, any scene where
like when Toph learned how to metal bend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, when Iroh when he teaches the to bend electricity and he remember when Azula goes to hit Zuko and he grabs her hand and like passes it through himself and hits the mountain with it and then he throws her into the water.
Yeah.
And then the blood bending.
Yeah.
That was pretty
I liked that. I liked Iroh the most just because they always played him as like he could beat Ozai, but is it his job to do it?
Place, yeah.
Is it his job to do it? You know, that kind of thing.
Right.
And I thought that to be cool as hell.
Korra was an interesting spinoff.
Was low key kind of ass.
One. I ended up just getting pissed about it.
Because it made it. God damn it! Yeah, fuck me. The whole other podcast.
I don't remember in detail why. I just remember feeling like, that was stupid.
Well, it's because she opens up the portals to the spirit world, and they all start living amongst with spirits, and it was just a bunch of stupid shit.
Oh, right, that's what happened.
Well, and like the world turned against the Benders, and like
yeah, and what pissed me off was that it advanced too fast.
Yeah,
that's just really what it was. Like it went from like Imperial Japan to like industrial, like early 19th century
I felt like
industrial.
there was no buildup at the last fight.
Yeah, no.
Like it just kind of randomly happened
because it's the woman that has the mecha, and then Korra ends up dating Maki or whatever her name is, and then just call it a day.
Yeah. Shit, dude. I think we watched too much TV.
Yeah.
Yep. We just talked about that for like ever.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it, dude. That's what we got to talk about. So let's get after it.
Well,
dude.
I'll see if I'll watch that movie. I'll let you guys know if I cry.
You will.
Yeah, check it out, dude. Check it out.
All right. Well, appreciate everyone watching or listening, watching, however you're doing it. Hope you have a great week. We'll be back next week.
Hell yeah.
You guys have a good one.
Peace.
Peace.